what's going on, everybody? So this is going to be the Alpha Mindset section that we talk about what your thinking process needs to be as you make your progression through life. So just to give you a brief background as far as where I've been, because a lot of people have been wondering where I've been, and I was taking a sabbatical from everything in California for a year. Not saying I was hating life or anything, but it was more about a purpose, trying to find a purpose in this world for myself, and trying to figure out where I want to go, what I want to do, things like that. So I'm back home, and I've determined that I want to help people, and this is why I'm doing these things. I'm doing these things to help you all, and hopefully you appreciate them, and hopefully you learn from them. A lot of people on the Dean show, they like my introspective look on a lot of things, and I'm basically going to allow you guys to see how I view things, why I view things the way they are, and I'm hoping you gain from them, and I'm going to try my best to do things to help you grow in other areas. So that's really what this is about. It's going to be deeper. I'm not going to be like, yo, this is what you need to do, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to be that. This is going to be some real deeper stuff. If you really give it thought and things like that. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So today was my brother's birthday, and I went with he and my niece to Walmart, and I wasn't having a good day. I had some things going on with this job I'm about to start as far as HR. That was just a pain. I had some issues with this basically these projects that I'm working on. One person, being a fraud, basically set 3 of my projects back behind schedule, a month's worth of work gone instantly, and so really wasn't happy. But it's my brother's birthday. He has his niece. I'm just spending the day with them. So we're leaving Walmart, and she wants to ride one of those, those quarter 25-cent cars. So she does, and she gets in there, and she's enjoying it. Well, while she's doing that, I turn to the left, and I see a wall full of these, and instantly I shook my head for 2 reasons. Number one, this is very sad that things like this are real in this world, where people have to deal with this. This is life. This is life for a lot of people out there, and we take this for granted. That there's a lot of parents out there who have lost their kids. There's a lot of kids out there who have lost their parents. There's all these major problems in this world going on, and we don't really pay enough attention to these problems or do anything to make a difference when it comes to something like this, which is a real problem. Some of these kids are never found again. Some of them are found, but they're not found alive. Some of them are only found through remains, through DNA testing. And this, is a real problem in this world. Yet we as humans are so selfish that we take our little problems and make them seem like they're problems that are on this scale. And that is another reason I was shaking my head, because I was doing that myself. This is something that I'm guilty of myself. I took my problems and I basically, as I said, let it ruin my day. I wouldn't say ruined, but it made me start out with a bad day. And I saw this, and part of the reason I shook my head is because I was embarrassed that I viewed my problems as big when they are nothing compared to the horrors, the fear, the sorrow, everything that these people have gone through, and people who are tied to them. I had no business viewing my day as a bad day when this is going on. I have no business, thinking that, oh my God, getting a woman is my biggest struggle or anything like that. I have no business thinking anything like that. And when I'm saying that, I'm saying that, like, this is how you guys got to start thinking. Oh my God, that girl said no to me. I am so depressed. Oh my God, if I don't make her happy, it's going to be a problem. Oh my God, what am I going to do to get her? Oh my God, her this, she this, that. And if it doesn't do that, it's a problem. Oh, if she's not happy, I'm in trouble. Things like those are not problems. Those are not problems. How do we view those as problems? How do we have a fear of a female species in any regards, to talking to her, to saying anything, to being honest with her, to being, having all these fear of creating a problem or viewing your situation as, man, my life sucks because I can't get this girl, or I don't have the confidence to talk to this girl. How are we viewing any of those things as problems? And I really don't even want to keep it to just dating, because as I said, I viewed my situation with human resources as a problem. This is about work for me. Yeah, I'm tying it into dating because naturally a lot of you guys want advice in dating, but this is bigger than dating. This is your life. You not getting a certain job puts you in depression. You not getting a phone number from a girl, or giving her your number, or her rejecting you, puts you in a state of depression. Not getting a car you want, or being able to afford the house you want, or not being able to get your Xbox One on launch date. Those are not problems. Those are nothing you should dwell on. Those are not things that will hurt you in the long run. These are problems. Things like this is a problem that is real in this world, and we take it all for granted because our egos are so big and we're so surrounded with ourselves, and we prioritize ourselves so much that we forget that there's real problems out there and that we don't have to deal with this. So this is what I want to get you guys to see, that all of these things that we view as a problem, or all of these things that we view as a weakness or whatever, as a fear or whatever, that's not real fear. What this kid is going through is real fear if they were taken from their parents. That's real fear. And some of these people come back, or some of them have done the bravest things to get out of it. They have overcome that fear. Yet, we can't overcome the fear to talk to a girl. We can't take no from a girl. We can't take a breakup from a girl. Like, that's where I think we are being selfish. And that's where we need to sit back and do these 3 R's that I always say. We need to revisit the situation that we're dealing with. We need to reflect on the situation, and we need to revise. And that's it. That's it. Reflect. And if you spend time thinking about it, you'll realize that this isn't that big of a deal. After you revisit the situation and you reflect on it, you'll be like, yo, this isn't that big of a deal. and you just make your simple revisions. And every time you do that, I'm hoping you're learning about yourself and you're learning something about life. And I hope you're learning to not let these things bother you that much when there's real shit going on out there. For example, a basketball player by the name of Robert Horry. If you've ever paid attention to basketball, if you know anything about NBA, you know the name Robert Horry. If not, it's okay. Robert Horry is known for making these incredible, clutch, game-winning three-point shots, buzzer beaters. He's got several on his resume. Helped many teams to championships for them. May never go down in the Hall of Fame. But if you paid attention to basketball in the past, I don't know, decade, the name Robert Horry is a, you know, it's a pretty big deal as far as if you understand his resume. And when he was interviewed about his clutch performances, making these shots and not being nervous about it or all of these things, they were like, how are you able to do this? You know, what is it about you where it gives you the ability to do this? He goes, this is just a game. How can I worry about this when I have a daughter, and I don't remember the exact illness of that his daughter had, who is in the hospital fighting this battle for her life? That's that's a real fight. That's something of significance. That's something that, you know, he's that's a real thing for him to deal with. The thing that makes him his money, the sport of basketball that he gets paid millions off of, is nothing to him in comparison to what his daughter is experiencing on a daily basis. And that's basically what he was saying. I have a daughter who is in the hospital and battling for life. How can I let this, a shot, bother me when I see her going through this every day? Something along the lines of that. Let's take that and apply it to these women. How can I take no? How can I not approach this girl, be so afraid to approach this girl when people are going through real fear or are going through real problems that are way beyond this? How do I let that change who I am as a person, or lack the confidence or the ability to represent myself, who I am, nobody else, me? How am I ashamed to represent myself fully when there's other people out there that are going through real shit? Other people out there that are experiencing real fear on a daily basis, every day of their life. That's where I think our egos are too big, and we are being very selfish. And as I said, I'm not telling you guys I'm better than you because I'm guilty of it. I just explain the situation of how I'm guilty of it too. So that's some of the, what I want you guys to think about, and this is the type of stuff that we're going to be talking about in my podcast. And I hope you gain from this, and I hope it's giving you an introspective of how I view things and why I come to the conclusions that I do. And as I said, this is all to help you guys. I'll be popping things in here and there, but really think about what I said, or next time you're feeling down, really think about what I've said, because this is something we take for granted. And as I said, I'm glad some of these kids make it back to their families unscathed, but a lot of them don't. And just be thankful that you're not experiencing anything like this, and count that as a blessing. That you're not experiencing this, whether you're religious or not. It's a blessing. And so this is Jay Murph, and I'm signing out. Leave some comments, questions. I'll happily get back to you guys. All right, peace.